Yes, sir.
Hey, hi. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, guys. Good. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me know are you able to see my screen now?
Sir, but your voice is low, sir.
Okay. Can you check now? What about
Yeah,
now?
yeah, it is fine, sir.
Okay, good. Thanks. So are you able to see my screen, right? Is it clear now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We are
Are you
able to see
okay? What screen you are seeing? That PPT,
that.
right?
Sir, no, sir, that some selenium is written. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay.
Next slide. Yeah, PPT, sir.
Okay, good. So, welcome to Selenium, guys. Myself is Srinivas. I have overall 10 years, more than 10 years of experience. I'm currently working. Uh, okay. So, I hope everyone knows manual or anyone only without manual is anyone is there? Anyone? Or everyone knows manual testing?
Hi,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
learned about manual, but I haven't worked on it yet.
Oh, okay, fine. You have some idea, right? Then it is fine. No issues. So, you have the.
Yeah, I have
Okay,
the idea.
okay, no issues. No worries. Okay, good. Okay. So this is the course content. Don't worry, I will share this one. Okay, this is all our core content. Okay, okay. So before we start Selenium, okay, most of the people are saying that Selenium, right? Before we start the Selenium, we need to know what is software test engineer. Can anyone? What is software test engineer will do? Anyone? What is the test engineer role? Anyone?
Yeah, I can say like basically testing is something like we check if it is functioning as per the requirement,
Yep,
like
absolutely.
if the product.
Yes, correct. Good. So I told you, right, they will provide the requirements. Okay, don't worry, they will provide the requirement. As a software test engineer, what they will do, the software test engineer basically is a process of evaluating, means what? Feedback. You need to say whether it is pass or failed. Okay, you need to evaluate that. Okay, evaluate the functionality of the software application to find any software bug. So it checks whether the developed software matches the specified requirement. So what is our job? What is our role as a manual tester? We need to validate the application. Exact definition, we can say that testing is nothing but to check whether the application meets the requirements or not. Okay, whether it is working as per the given requirements or not. Okay, why we are doing the testing? For the quality product, right? So everyone, why we are doing the testing? For the quality product, right? So testing is very, very important, guys. Every organization they start with testing only. Okay. Without testing, they won't launch any product in the market. Okay. And it is also stated as the process of verifying and validating. We will do both. We will do what verification part and we will do what validation part. Okay. This all will comes in manual testing. What is verification part? What is validation part? Can anyone? What is verification part? Verification means what? Whether we are following the respective documents or not. So this is all will comes on static testing and validation all will comes on dynamic testing. So that's the reason I'm
Actual results equal to
yeah,
expected results.
yes, excellent. Yes. Validating means what? Yes, what you said is absolutely correct. Validating means what? Actual result is equal to expected result, right? So this all will comes on where in software testing. So most of the people are think that without manual we can start automation. No, I agree. I'm not agree with that because you need to understand first manual testing. Then only you can go with automation testing. Okay. No worries. If you don't know, also not a problem. But you have some idea. Without idea, you cannot go. Okay. So that is what he's saying. It is also stated as the process of verifying and validating the software product. So it checks whether the software product meets the business technical requirements and guided, and it is design and development. Its work as per requirement. Only you need to go with what? Requirements. Okay, I hope everyone is clear on the testing. Okay, manual testing. Okay, software testing. So they will provide the requirements. Based on the requirements, you need to check whether your product or software is working as per the given requirements or not. Don't say software testing is only finding the bugs. That is wrong answer. Finding the bugs can do anyone. Okay, not only a software engineer. Okay, even your client is also find the defects. Even end user is also find the defects. Don't say software test engineer means finding the defects. I'm not agree with that. Okay, software engineer means to check whether the application is working as per the given requirements or not. For what purpose we are doing the testing? Quality. Okay, we are doing, for what purpose we are doing the testing? Quality purpose. Okay, we do want the process of what? Verification and validation. Okay, is it clear, right? Okay, who now software test engineer, we got it right. And who test automation engineer? This is what is your role? Now we know manual role, right? Now what is the automation engineer? What exactly is role? Okay, the role of a test automation engineer is to design, build the test and deploy the effective test automation solution. So first, before we start the automation, first of all you need to know what is your role, what exactly you need to do, you need to understand. So the role of test automation engineer, now you are not a software engineer. Now what is your role? Test automation engineer. Okay, once you got an offer letter, right, you can see that your role as what? Test automation engineer. The role of test automation engineer is what? To design. Design means you need to write the test cases. To build means what? You need to write the code and you need to test, and also you need to deploy. Deploy means what? Once you write the script, right? That once the script is done, you need to deploy that script. Okay. So is it clear, right? So this is what your role. Okay. As a test automation engineer, there are a lot of things will be there, but I want to tell very in the real time what exactly your role I'm telling. The role of test automation engineer is what? You need to design, means what? You need to write your test cases, and you need to build, means build means you need to write the script, and also once you write the script, you need to test your script. Once everything is done, then you need to deploy. You need to deploy. So don't worry, we need to learn Jenkins, GitHub, how to deploy the code and all the things we need to see. Okay, is it clear? Anybody have any questions so far? So what does test engineer automation engineer will do? So just now we'll go with that, right? So what does the automation engineer actually do? An automation basically utilize the technology. You need to utilize the technology to improve the streamline, automate a manufacturing process. They are responsible for what? Planning, implementation, and monitoring. As a test engineer, as a test automation engineer, you need have a proper planning. Once you plan, if your planning is failed, you cannot do automation. Your implementation is failed, means you are not writing code properly, then it is failed. Monitoring, well, after writing your script, you need to monitoring means what? Whether it is working properly or not, whether it is working all the environments or not, whether it is working all the time or not, you need to do. You need to check all these things: planning, implementation, and monitoring. This is one of the most important ones. Most of the people are failing here because they not have a proper planning. They don't know how to implement the code, and they don't know monitoring. Monitoring means what? So sometimes in real time, I'm talking about real time, you got an offer, okay, as a test automation engineer. They will ask you to run the script. No, you need not write any script. Don't worry, okay, you need not write any script. Already scripts are there, okay, you just run that script. If you don't know that also, then it's a problem, right? You need to monitor, means what? Whether your script is working all the time or not, you need to check. Okay, so this is one of the most important. Actually, do an automation basically utilize the technology to improve the streamline and automate the manufacturing the process. They are responsible for planning, implementation, and monitoring. such as technology. Okay, now you are using Selenium. You need have some proper planning and you need have some proper implementation and monitoring also is required. Okay, is it clear, guys? Now, most of the people they ask what is the roadmap and all the things. Okay, what is called roadmap? Roadmap means what? How we need to achieve this job, how we need to crack this job. Okay, how we need to achieve the automation job. So first of all, you need have proper degree. Okay, so intermediate you cannot go. Okay, you have some degree. Okay, BSc, BSc computers or whatever it may be. Okay, or a computer science. Okay, you have a proper degree. You need to have. After that, you need have what I told you, right? QA engineer. You need have some basic knowledge on manual things. Okay, without knowing of manual skills, you cannot go for automation because you don't know how the application is working. You don't know what is the functionality of the application. Then what is the how you do the automation there. Okay, so automation guy also at least one time they need to run manual process. Once they got the output right, after that they start writing the test cases and after that they start writing the script. Okay, so here what we can say that manual skills is required. Work and practice the skills of quality assurance engineer. So QA, you need have some basic knowledge on QA. Okay. After that, you need have some learn the tools. Okay, that is what automation tools. Okay, web automations. Okay, like explore the tools like Selenium or Skypress. There are a lot of tools will be there. You need have any one of the tool experience is required. Okay, you need have some knowledge on the tools. Okay, either Selenium or Cypress or any tool for automation. Okay, you require any one of the tools. Okay, once you gain that knowledge, then you need to explore in what in mobile testing also. We can automate the mobile automation also by using Appium or integrated framework like Catalan. Catalan is one of the best tool we can use for web and Windows. Okay, so we not learn everything at a time. Okay, it's not at all possible. So you have some proper plan. So after manual, what we need to do, we need to learn automation. You are in good in automation. After that, you need to learn more tools like Appium and all the things. Once you learn all the things, then you need to go with what API. You know, right? API is how we can work with API. CI/CD. What is called CI/CD? Anyone? What is called CI/CD? Continuous integration and continuous development. Okay, so like we need to use Jenkins, GitHub. These all are what for build process. Okay, so don't worry, guys. If you think all at a time, you will get worried. Okay, don't think all at a time. First is what you already good in knowledge in QA. Now, what is your next target is what automation. Once the automation is done, then you can switch to the other areas. Okay, if you think all the at a time means you will get confused and you don't know what exactly you need to go. Okay, so forget about all the things. You have a proper degree. Everyone have a good degrees, right? So don't worry about this one. Now you already know the basic knowledge of testing and you are in good in testing, then it is no worries about on this. Now you need to concentrate what any one of the tool. Okay, once you learn the tool, then you can. Once you get into organization, right, they will provide lot of knowledge. They will provide a lot of trainings. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, but only one thing is what you need to learn a proper tool. Okay, this is for our roadmap for your automation. Okay, now most of the people they say that do you know automation means they will say that Selenium. See, Selenium is what one part of automation tool. This is Selenium is what one tool. It is not like automation. Automation means Selenium people are say that. Okay, automation means what there are number of tools will be there. Okay, Catalan Studio, Selenium, UFC, SOAP UI, Test Complete, IBM, Tosca. Nowadays people are using Tosca more. Okay, but it is a commercial tool. What is called commercial and what is called open source? Can anyone? What is meaning of open source and what is meaning of commercial tool? Commercial tool means what? Or open source means what?
It is
Open
free for us actually. We have nothing to pay for that to use that tools.
Yes,
It's a free and it's a licensed one.
yes, correct. Good. So open source means the company will not to ask to pay that one, right? So if suppose we are the 10 testers, okay, all the 10 testers need not to buy that license. So that's the reason most of the organization, maximum all the organization, they prefer what Selenium, because the Selenium is what open source. You can also write your packages, you can also integrate it with that. So open source, you can also create your own script and you can also implement. Okay, you can download their source code. Source code means, you know, right, what you are writing, that we can call it as what source code. Okay, generally no one will provide the source code. If it is commercial tool means we cannot download the source code, but it is on open source, it's not like that. You can download the source code and you can implement as you like you can customize that code. Okay, so don't say automation means Selenium. Okay, there are multiple tools will be there, but most of the organization, I told you, right, they use what Selenium because it's an open source. No need to buy any license and all that. No one will ask you this question, who invented by Selenium? You know, right, the Selenium invented by Jason Hudson in the year of 2004, a team, and the team, while they're working what, the project in what, ThoughtWorks. See, it's an internal project. They are using internal tools. In that time, they introduced what, Selenium. Okay. So this is the common question, okay, who are going with the fresher level, but no one will ask you this question also, just for our understanding purpose. Now, what is exactly the Selenium? What is exactly the meaning of Selenium? See, the Selenium is what? A suite of software tool. Selenium is what? A suite of, it's a software tool used to automate what? Web browser. So why we are using the Selenium is by using of Selenium, we can automate what? Web browsers. Okay, if you see official site for Selenium, okay, you always need to check this site. While you are doing automation part, right, you always need to open this site. Okay, this is what official site. Okay, so see, what is Selenium? Selenium means the Selenium automates the web browsers. We can automate what? Chrome browser. We can automate what? Firefox browser. We can automate what? Any browser. Okay. So the definition is what? The Selenium is a suite of software tools. It is a software tool. The tool is used to what? To automate what? Web browsers. We can automate what? Web browsers. Okay. Now, by using of Selenium, what kind of testing we can automate? So this question will come in interview. So what kind of testing you can use, like what kind of testing we can automate means most of the say that functional testing we can do what functional and non-functional also, like see GUI testing we can automate, database testing also we can automate, usability, what is called usability testing, can anyone? What is called usability testing? The usability testing means what?
That application is user friendly or not, sir?
Yes,
Like,
yes, the user friendly or not, like tabbing order. So
yeah.
you need to check tool tips are working properly or not. So this all we can automate. Okay, we can automate. Okay, regression testing, one of the important one. What is meaning of regression testing? Regression testing means what? So mainly why automation came in the picture? Regression. Regression means what? Can you anyone tell me what is the regression testing? The regression testing is means anyone?
We test the
Like
system application
once we
thoroughly. We have to check full application, sir.
Yes. Yes, someone is saying something. You want to say something on regression testing?
yeah, once we identify the defect,
Ah,
like we will send the defect to the developer. Once they fix, again we will test the thing again.
yes, correct. Good. So once you
We have to test the whole, along with the test approved cases also, we have to test the whole build.
yes, correct. Good, good. I think you have good knowledge. Everyone has. Okay, good, excellent. So generally regression means what? Once you find the defect, right? That defect to report, we report it to the developer. What developer will do, you know, right? What developer will do? Developer will fix that one. Once the fixed is done, right, again it will move to where? To the QA. What QA need to do? Again, we need to verify. But regression means what? Make sure the bug is fixed or not. Make sure means again you are testing whether the bug is fixed or not. And also you are testing that whether it is impacting the rest of the areas or not. Okay. So the regression is very, 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 very important. Without this question, there is no interview. 100% they will ask you what is regression. Regression means what? Generally developer is fix that issue. That issue is working or not. We are generally we will test that one. But not only that, and also you need to check whether this fixed defect is impacting the rest of the areas or not. That also we need to check. Okay, manually it is little bit tough because developer is changing small thing, but might be it is impact entire the application. It is little bit difficult to test as a manual tester. But if you have an automation script is there means you just trigger the regression test cases. We have some test cases like smoke testing test cases will be there, sanity testing test cases will be there, regression test cases will be there. So we already written the script, right? Once the developer is say that can you do the regression one more time means we need to trigger that job. Okay, we'll see that also, don't worry. But regression part is very, very important. Okay, so by using of Selenium automation, we can use the GUI testing, database testing, usability testing, regression testing, sanity testing. Mainly we use sanity testing. What is called sanity testing? A small change. Whenever a small change will come, any small requirements is changed, then immediately what kind of testing we'll do? We will do the sanity testing, whether the changes is applicable or not. Okay, so if your script is ready, when the build will come, we will run the sanity testing. Okay, cross browsing testing, this is one of the most important one. Okay, so generally in manual testing what we need to do, we need to check whether this application is working in all the browsers or not. Okay, major browsers like a Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Chrome, every time we need to test. So if you write a script for cross browsing testing means once you run the script means automatically the script will execute the same application in all the browsers. Okay, that we can call it as what? Cross browsing testing, E to E, end to end, system testing, regression testing, all will come here. Okay, business processing testing. Sometimes the business required some testing is very, very important component, so they need to test. In that case, we need to write the script and we need to provide to that script to your lead or your manager. Then they will execute that test cases. Okay, so by using of Selenium automation, we can test core functionality, UI, database, usability, regression, sanity, cross-browsing testing, issue testing. Okay, don't worry, we will not do all the things. Okay, don't think too much. They will ask you to do usability testing, means we will do usability testing. In case they ask you to do cross-browsing testing, means we can use the cross-browsing testing. But don't think that everything we need to involve. No, we're not involved in all the areas. Okay. So don't worry about that. Anyhow, they will give you KT. What is called KT? KT means what?
Knowledge transfer.
String, knowledge.
Knowledge transfer, right? So don't worry, they will tell you what framework we are using, what test cases we are writing. So, but don't say I don't know. Okay, you always say that I have a knowledge on that. Okay, you say like that. Okay, don't say I don't know Selenium, I don't know Java, I don't know anything. You don't say that word. Okay, so initially once you get an offer, right, you have a plenty of time will be there. At least minimum 15 to 20 days of time will be there. In the 15 to 20 days of time, they will provide the KT knowledge transfer, they will provide the document, they will provide the videos, they will provide the training sessions, everything they will provide. But the 20 days is crucial for you. You need to spend lot of time. Manual means no need to spend a time. Just you can read the material and you can go for interview, not a problem. But when you're talking about automation, you need to spend lot of time initially. It's not that easy. Okay, it's not that easy until unless you need to be practice. Okay, who are practicing, right, they can only achieve this automation part. Otherwise, it's little bit tough. Don't think that it's like only to run the script. Okay, so don't worry, guys. You need to spend some time here. Okay, you need to spend some time initially. I'm talking about initially. Once you are expert in automation, right? You can enjoy the complete day. Only you write some script, and you rest of the day you can take complete rest. If you are in good skills on the automation, you are in good in automation part, right? You know, right? You just write the script and you are giving to the team. Okay. So initial time you need to spend lot of time. Okay. So I hope you understand it. Okay. So yeah, now what is the Selenium latest one? The people are talking the Selenium 4 and Selenium 3, right? So before we go with this, we need to understand the types of Selenium. Okay, initially or interview they will ask you one more question. What are the components of Selenium? What are the components of Selenium? There are four components in the Selenium that are Selenium ID, integrated development engineering, and Selenium RC remote control, Selenium Web Driver. So this part is very, very important. Selenium Web Driver part is very, very important. Okay. So Selenium, if you know the Selenium Web Driver, we can go for interviews. Okay. Selenium Grid. Okay. So in case as a fresher, if you are going with any interviews, generally they will ask you one question. Can you explain the components of Selenium? Okay, they won't ask Selenium 3, Selenium 4. Generalize the question. Okay, they will ask you, can you explain what is the components of Selenium? You need to say that Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium Web Driver, and Selenium Grid. Okay, if you see this diagram, the types of Selenium ID, okay, Selenium Grid. Okay, first initially they have what individual components. When they talk about Selenium 1. In the Selenium 1, they introduce IDE, they introduce Selenium Grid, they introduce RC, and they introduce Selenium Web Driver. After they introduce one more version is what Selenium 2. And the Selenium 2, what they will do, they will combine these two things like RC and Web Driver, they merge into what? Into Selenium 2. And after the Selenium 3, you can see that RC and Web Driver. Even Selenium 4 also we can see both, okay, RC and Web Driver. Okay, but maximum all the organizations they use both Web Driver, Selenium Web Driver. Okay, so when you're talking about Selenium 3 and Selenium 4, okay, client side and server side, these two are very, very important. So the client side means what? The client side means the client, the Selenium client library is like so what you are writing like script, right? Based on Java or a Ruby or a C# or a Python. Okay, what are the writing the script, right? That script will communicate with what one protocol. That protocol we can contact what JSON protocol. This JSON protocol interact with what browser drivers. We have specific browser drivers. See, Selenium has their own browser drivers. If you observe this site, right? If you go this major, what we can say that official site, okay. Selenium dev, okay. Selenium.org, okay. Okay, it will navigate to Selenium dev. Actually, Selenium.hq you can write. Okay, so it will navigate to this site. Okay, so we have their own browsers. Okay, so if you go with download, okay, we have one Firefox driver will be there, Internet Explorer driver will be there, Safari driver will be there, Opera driver will be there, and Chrome driver will be there, and Edge Chrome will be there. Okay, suppose simple. Okay, okay, don't panic. If you want to run any script in Firefox, you need to download it. Okay, if you want to run any script in IE, you need to download it. Okay, so initially in Selenium 3, okay, what happened in Selenium 3, how the web browsers are communicated with through JSON protocol. Okay, so that is one of the most important here. Okay, but what is the difference in Selenium 4? We don't have any through what? W3C protocol. Here, what protocol we are using? W3. Okay. Through that, we can interact with the browsers. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. If you are understand, if you are not understand, also not a problem. By practically we'll see, right? That time you can easily understand. But what I want to try to say is the architecture of Selenium 3 and Selenium 4. The Selenium 3 means what? What are the scripts you are writing, right? That will be that will what written the script, right? That the script will communicate it through what? JSON protocol. Okay. Whereas in Selenium 4, the script will be communicated with what? The W3C protocol. Okay, there is no JSON protocol here. Okay, that will see with the practical examples. Okay, don't worry. Okay, but this question is 100%. They will ask you what are the components in Selenium. You need to say that Selenium ID, Selenium RC, Selenium Web Driver, and Selenium 2. Okay, if you go with Selenium 4, right, you can see that Selenium Web Driver. Okay. Now, what is Selenium ID? Okay, so what is IDE? Stands for Integrated Development Environment. What is this? Okay, which, which is a plugin. You know, right? What is plugin? You have plugins, right? You know, right? If you want plugin means what you need to do, you need to Google it and you can use that plugins. Okay, you can add that plugins into your browser. Okay, let's see how it will work. Okay, what exactly IDE works? The IDE is what? Record and play. Okay, suppose initially you don't know anything, zero knowledge on Selenium. So what we can do? We can use what? IDE. Okay, so here what you can do is Selenium IDE. Okay, you can type for like this in Google. Okay, after the class you can do practice. Okay, so you need to have some idea about this. So you don't know anything, but you want to do automation. Means what we can do, you can use IDE. What is called IDE? What is called IDE, guys? IDE is nothing but what? Integrated Development Environment. Okay. So here, what is IDE? It allows to us to record and play. It is allowed to us record and play. So what we need to first, we need to integrate that one. Okay. First you need to integrate it. So see, now simply you just click what? Add to Chrome. So it is asking add extension. So once it is done, right, you will be able to see that it is added. Okay. Now I don't know anything about automation, but I want to run the automation script. Okay. So I want to run the Amazon site. Okay. So what you need to do? So by using of IDE, ID means what? Record and play. Record and play. Simply open that ID. Okay. So it will open that ID. Okay. So here it is asking record a new test case in a new project or create a new project or open existing project or close. So I want to create a new project. Simply create a new project. Test. Okay. Just okay. Now how to run this one? Okay. How to run this one? Just open this one. ID playback page URL. So what application you want to record? Just you need to give that URL. Okay. You just give that URL here. Now, if you observe here, okay, .in, okay, Amazon .in Indian, okay, .com is US. So I want to record this. I want to record and play. I want to record each and every step because I need to check. I need to explore what the script it is writing. Okay. So now I'm doing what? Start recording. So it is started recording. If you observe that. Now I'm maximizing. See, action. Each and every action you need to observe. Now I'm clicking here. Okay. Now I'm clicking imported. Okay. Give the time. Okay. Let it load. Okay. Don't do fast. Okay. Now I'm clicking movie. Okay. Okay. Comedy. Okay. Now I'm going back. I'm clicking the back option. Okay. Again, I'm clicking the back option. Again, I'm clicking the back option. Again, I'm clicking what the best seller. Okay. My testing is completed. Okay. Because my requirement is only to check that those links. Now I'm doing what? Stop recording. So it is asking the test case. Now I'm giving the test case name is what? Smoke testing. Now smoke testing is done. See what it is done. So you need to check these steps. Okay, what action? This is what command. This is what actions. Okay, this is actions. This is what your target. Okay, see open means this is open. That the target is what? It is open that URL. Set window size, we maximize, right? So it will do that this particular size. Click, we did click, right? So it is using command wise what click. Suppose sometimes you don't know what command you need to use. In that case, what you need to do, you simply run the ID and you can use that command. Okay, mouse over, you observe that, right? We just move the cursor here and there. That all we can call it as what? Mouse over. Okay, all when you do click, right, that all will comes on click only. Okay, so this is what your targeted link. Okay, now if you want to play this one, see, I'm just running this one. See, I'm not doing anything. See, I'm not doing anything. Automatically the script will executing. Okay, it's loaded. Okay, it was going to imported. See, okay, it is going to the web series and movie comedy back. Again, it goes to the back. So, so you can automate your applications by using of ID. Okay, you can use the ID. Okay, understanding, right? So you can see that all these test cases are fast. Here, mouse over again. It is taking some time. Okay, time delay. Okay, there are a lot of challenges will be there. Okay, don't worry. See, but you observe this one, right? All your test cases is fast. See, impulsivity, wait, timeout. So actually I forcefully stop, otherwise it will work. Okay. So your test case will end with one error. So you can easily identify. Learning automation is not important. Learning the troubleshoot, how you need to troubleshoot. See, now I got some error here. Okay. Impulsivity, wait, timeout. So it is waiting for the time. Within the time, I'm not getting that targeted URL. So it will throw the error. So you need to troubleshoot. Okay, don't worry. While you're practicing, right, you will get easily. Okay. So this is the way you can learn automation part. If you don't know the coding, if you don't know what command I need to write, how to execute the thing, then you can use ID. But nowadays, no one will use IDE. It is for only for exploring the things. Okay, you want. First, they introduce with IDE. Okay, but you cannot do a customized things on there. Okay, so then they introduce what RC. What is called RC? RC is nothing but what? It's a remote control. Okay, RC stands for what? Remote control, which allows to developers to code their preferable language. That's the reason every organization they preferred what? Selenium. See, I'm good in Python, then I can use Selenium. I'm good in Java, I can go with Selenium. I'm good in Ruby, so I can go for Selenium. Okay, so whatever the language, major languages like C sharp, most of the companies they ask you, do you know C sharp? If you are good in C sharp, you can go with automation with C sharp with Selenium. .NET projects, maximum .NET projects, we need to go with C sharp. Java related projects, Java with Python related projects, Python with Selenium. So Ruby means most of the US projects all are in Ruby platform. So Ruby, if you know in good knowledge in Ruby, you can go with the Ruby with the Selenium. But do I need to learn all the things? No, not required. If you are in good in Java with Selenium, the rest of the things are very easy. Only syntax changes will be there. No need to learn Java, Python, Ruby, C sharp, all the languages, no need to learn. Understanding, right? If you know how to ride one bike means the other bikes also you can ride, but you need to check how we need to ride with other bikes. Okay, but the similar ways the syntax will be changed. It's not like the same thing. In Java you write 10 lines means in Python you need to write only 2 lines. Understanding, right? So no need to learn again all the languages, but you should strong in one language. One language you need to be strong, either Java, Python, C Sharp or Ruby. Because in interview they will ask you in which area you are strong. So you are in good in Java and Selenium, you need to strong in Java. Okay, so one language is enough. Okay, no need to learn all the things. Okay, the Selenium RC supports many programming languages like Java, C Sharp, Python, and etc. Okay, now next one is one of the most important one is what? Selenium Web Driver. Now everyone we need to learn with what? Selenium Web Driver. The Selenium automates and controls the activities performed by what? Web browser. Just now we saw that example in IDE. What are the activities we perform? What are the controls we did? Like mouse over, click, drag, minimize and maximize. So this all we can do with the using of Selenium automate. See, the Selenium automates and controls the activities performed by web browser. What are the actions you performed in the web browser, right? That all we can convert it into the script. Okay. It has been implemented through what? Browser specific drivers. I told you, right? If you want to Selenium, if you want to launch Chrome browser, you need to download the Chrome browser. If you want to implement the script with Edge Chrome means you need to download the Edge Chrome browser. Okay, that we'll see practically, don't worry. The Selenium communicates with the browsers to control its functionality like RC also supports it. If you want to communicate with the browser, you need to write with the JavaScript. If you want to communicate with the browser, you need to write the C sharp. If you want to communicate with the Python Python script, you can communicate. But any one of the languages you need to learn, not all. Okay. Selenium Grid. This is also one of the most important one, but nowadays everyone is using actually, right? RC, Selenium Web Driver only we are using. But in interview they will ask you, suppose the same script you want to execute it to 3 different missions like Linux, okay, Mac and Windows. So in that case, what we can do, we can implement it the Selenium Grid, and based on that Selenium Grid, we can run in multiple browsers and multiple operating systems. Run server tests at the same time with the different missions and running with the different missions and operating systems. So we need have some setup will be there. We need to build the setup and we need to create the server and we need to start the server and we need to the same script parallelly. What we can say that parallel execution. So you need to write the script and we can execute the same script in parallel. How we can do with the using of Selenium Grid. Okay, but don't worry guys, I told you, right? Don't panic. You need not learn all the things. Either you need to just learn Selenium Web Driver. That is more enough. What is the advantages of Selenium? This question definitely they will ask you in interview. Okay. So what is the advantages of Selenium? The Selenium is what? Open source. Just now we discussed, right? What is the difference between the open source and commercial? There is no license cost for it. It is used. Okay, anyone can use. Any organization they prefer. Okay, no need to ask whether I need to download Eclipse or not. So if you are working at any client laptops or your personal laptops or any laptop, you can download directly. Okay, no need to download any license and all the things. Selenium ID component, just now we discussed, right? The Selenium ID component provides access to the Selenium suite records and playback. If you don't know anything, non-programmer, so I don't know anything, but I want to do some automation. I want to know about the script, how we can write. So we can use IDE. Based on that IDE, you can learn how to write the script. Selenium Grid helps in parallel and distributed testing. I told you, right? Just now we're using with the Selenium Grid, we can parallelly in different operating system with the same code, we can execute same script. Most of widely used the programming languages. See, so Selenium will support most of the languages. Okay. and it supports popular browsers like major browsers like a Chrome, Firefox, and Opera. Now, guys, so far you understand all the things, right? Can anyone tell me what are the disadvantages of Selenium? Like not disadvantages. What are the limitations of Selenium? Can anyone? What are the limitations? Can we do everything as an automation? Yes or no? Is it possible? Can we do everything as an automation? Is it possible?
No, only web browsers can be automated. We cannot automate anything else.
Ah, that I agree. In web browser also, can we do everything as an automation part? Is it possible? You are working in web browser only. In that, we can do everything as an automation. Is it possible? No problem. Yes or no? So it's not possible. Okay. So we cannot automate everything. Okay. So that is what I told you the before we start that automation, you have some proper planning, implementation, and monitoring. So if we need to plan whether this application is support for this automation or not, we need to check. Suppose say in your application the both kind of web and Windows, then automation the Selenium is not suitable for that. Okay, there are a lot of API services, there are a lot of database things, and there are a lot of time taken. Like see, just now we got timeout error and all the things, right? So the architect will be designed. Okay, we are not designed. Once you have a good experience, right, 8 years, 10 years of experience, right, then you can also become a Selenium architect. Architect means what? They will plan for each and everything. They will write each and everything. Okay, so based on that, we need to plan. Okay, but one thing I want to tell you, everything we cannot automate. It's not possible. There are Linux related commands will be there. Okay, we need to wait for that command. Once the command is executed, that we need to automate. So in that case, there are a lot of challenges will be there. But we can use automation as a part of Selenium, but we cannot say everything we can do automation. Okay, that is one of the most important one. And limitations. Okay, what is the limitation means? The Selenium only support for what? Test for web-based application. I think someone is already told. The mobile application cannot be tested by using of Selenium. See, mobile application. Suppose I want to test with mobile application means what I need to use. Again, the Selenium family, there is a one more tool will be there, Appium. So you need to use what? Appium for mobile application. They cannot capture and barcoding reading the using of Selenium. See, sometimes barcodes will be there. Sometimes OTPs will be there. That see, we can automate, but there are a lot of challenges will be there. It's not easy to say that we can do automation. Okay, reports only can be prepared by using of third party. Suppose you are writing some script and you are executing that output only we can see only in console. It won't generate any report. Suppose you are executing any script, right? That script result you want to see in the report format means you need to depend on what? A third party tool. So you need to install TestNG, you need to install JUnit, and you need to install extended some tools. There are a lot of third party tools will be there that you need to install. And Selenium is what? A free tool. Thus, there is no ready vendor support. See, the problem is what? Now, if you have any problem, I can guide you because I'm giving support for you guys. But if I got any problem, right, then how I need to get the solution? Okay. So solution is known. Suppose you got some issues means you cannot directly call to the Selenium guys. There is no vendor support. So we always depend on what? Selenium communities. Like there are a lot of communities will be there. So suppose you face some issue, you posted in the Google, right? Someone will reply that, hey, you can use like this. Can you do like this? Can you add like this? So based on that only we can get the solution, but we cannot get the direct solution. I'm stuck here. Can what is the solution for this? You cannot call to the call center. You cannot ask to the vendor support. Okay, there is no vendor support. There are a lot of Selenium communities will be there. The same problem hit by some other guys. some other people. Then they posted some solution. Based on that solution only we can move forward. Otherwise we cannot move forward. Understanding, right? So there is no vendor support. Okay, so the user can find many helpful communities. There are a lot of communities will be there. If you post them in the Google, right, automatically the solution will come. The user is expected to keep programming knowledge before. See, this is one of the most important ones. We have a proper programming knowledge. So, who all want to go for automation side? First, you need to learn one programming language. Okay. So you are need to go in one area. Not suppose Java. Suppose you are in good in Java, then you can start automation. Because nowadays, even I am also interview panel. No one will ask you Selenium related question. They will ask you all programming related questions only. So my suggestion is what? Please start one programming knowledge. Okay, either Java or a Python. But Java, first you need to learn Java because there are a lot of opportunities will be there. There are a lot of projects will be there. So get knowledge on one programming knowledge. Okay. If you are in good in one programming knowledge, you are in good in your communication, then easily within 1 or 2 months you can crack the interview. Because most of the people, what's the problem? They're in good in language, but communication problem. Communication is good, but programming problem. See, there are we have opportunities there. We have plenty of opportunities. Don't say there are no openings. I not agree with that one. Manual also there are plenty of openings will be there. Automation is also plenty of openings will be there. But your planning is very, very important. Not completion of course, not material. Give the material, give the interview question, give the recording videos. That's not our target. Our target is what? To crack the interview. How to crack the interview. That is our target, right? Within 1 or 2 months, I need to be settled. I want to be settled. Okay. Once you get into the organization, you can learn. More you can learn. Don't think that everything you need to learn, everything I'm expert in Java, I'm expert in Selenium, not required. At least the basic knowledge is required to get into the job. Once you get into the job, right, anyhow, they will give you KT, training. The pressure, you have a lot of pressure will be there. Within that pressure, you can learn everything. Now your 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock means your mood is good, then you will be joining. If your mood is not good, you will not be joining. But in real time, it's not like that, right? They will assign a task on your name. You need to complete within tomorrow. So definitely you will spend some time. Understanding, right? So don't worry, guys. If you have a good knowledge, again, Java means again you need not learn all the things. CoreJava, Advanced Java, Spring, you need not learn all the things. CoreJava is basic, is enough. Basic knowledge of CoreJava. What is class, what is inheritance, what is polymorphism, what is encapsulation, what is variables, what is method. So basic one is enough. Okay. And many challenges in while working in IE browsers. Now no one will use IE browsers. There is no IE browser now. But nowadays, if you work with browsers, right, there we have a lot of challenges will come. Okay. But we need to overcome that all the challenges. Okay. That we will see. Don't worry. Okay. And Selenium Web Driver language support. We already know that one. Okay. It will support multiple languages. Selenium Web Driver browser support. We know, right? It will support with what Chrome, Firefox. There is no IE, Edge Chrome, Safari, Opera, HTML. Okay, headless browser. Okay, we can use that also. Selenium Web Driver operating system. I told you, right? Selenium we can work with Windows, Mac, OS, and Linux operating system. Okay. Okay, that's fine so far. It's too much lengthy class. Tomorrow what we need to do, so don't say it's a demo class, guys. Okay, it's demo. In one day you cannot learn all the things. Okay, this is regular session. So tomorrow what we can do is tomorrow we will install the Eclipse. Okay, Eclipse is very, very important. We need to install the Eclipse and we need to set up the Java path. Once the installation is set up, is done for everyone, then we can start parallelly both. We can do the Java program as well as we can start Selenium also. Okay. Yeah, great. You have some question? Go ahead. You're saying something? Yeah, someone is saying something. Somebody have any questions? The class starts with
Hello, sir.
and it will end at 8 o'clock and no weekend classes.
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
sir, what are the topics you are going to cover?
Yeah, that is what I can share you the content. Okay, I already have that content, but it will take almost we have a lot of slides which is there. So I can share that one. Okay, you can check with the front office. They will send that the complete content. So the basic part is what
Okay.
start with the Selenium locators and the Selenium Web Driver related things like the locators. We will start with the locators. We start with the browser launching. After that, we are working with action classes, like how we can handle the action classes like click, double click, and all the things. And after that, we need to learn the links, broken links. And after that, we can learn the images of screenshot, how we can take the screenshot. And after that, you are good in all these areas. After that, we will start testing. The testing is very, very important. If you are good in testing, after that, we need to go with Maven. We can create a one Maven project. Once we done with the Maven project, then we need to go with page object model. That project we need to do. Not project is one, that is one story. That is one task. Once the page object is done, then we need to go with the things, how we can set up the things, how we can run the jobs in there. After that, we can go with this is what content. Okay, I will share that one also.
Okay. Actually, sir, what is my doubt now?
Go ahead.
Actually, I have selected for one company for automation testing engineer, means test engineer position.
Okay.
So actually, what are my
your voice is breaking. Hello? Is it for everyone or is it for me?
So when we are going to click multiple links in or new tabs, so that is all my doubt. So is it going to clear on these sessions?
I'm sorry, can you come again while you're talking, right? That I lost your voice. Come again. You joined in one organization after that.
Okay, means my doubt is what, sir? When suppose in drop down, so more than 10 number of items will be there in drop down. So how can we automate all the list of all the elements in one new separate tabs?
Yeah, we can do, right. You can use for loop. First, you need to get a count. First, in drop down, I equals to for int I equals to 0, I less than the count I plus plus. Then once you get the count right, then you can use for loop. You need to write for loop for each and every.
So, yeah, that is what actually when I yeah, that's right, sir. What you said it's correct. Using for loop. So if anytime if I have some doubts for programming, so can you explain in the particular sessions or it may take time because this is a combining session, right?
Yes. It is a combined that you need to take a support. Okay, do one thing. If you have see in the class, in between the class, we cannot disturb others, right? Because your scenario is different and other scenarios is different. So we cannot block them. So what we can do is, in case you want to have such a type of questions or anything, right? You can mail them. Okay?
Yeah.
You can mail, we can discuss, and we can provide the solution. Okay. So that this comes on completely on what we can say that support kind of thing. But no worries. If you have any query on that, you can drop a mail. Okay. Anyhow,
Yeah, actually,
I will share my email ID so we can get into the solution. Okay.
Yeah. That is actually my
Yeah. Your voice.
doubt. Okay.
So don't worry, you can research. See, that's a good thing. You already selected and you are working. Okay, that's really great. Okay, but you can research as your own, and we can do some practice right here also. That will definitely helpful for you. Okay, is it clear, guys? Anybody have any questions? Hello. Yeah, is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your time. Have a nice day. My office time is it is, 8 p.m. Oh, 8 p.m. It's not possible. Do one thing, you can get the videos and go with that videos, and when you have any doubt, right, you just see video also, you can go with that, right, only virtual video, you can go with the videos, okay, so no need to wait for the time, just go with videos. Once you have any questions, right, you can copy mail, okay, that we can do that. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank your time, have a nice day. We'll see.
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead.
hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, how will be I able to access the videos?
They will provide you, guys. They will provide you what are the classes we are, right? Every day they will send that video along with material. Okay. Thank you, guys. Anything else? Last call. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your time. We'll see then tomorrow. We'll see practically. We'll see how we can launch the browsers and all the things. Then we'll see tomorrow. Okay. I want someone need to share your screen. Are you guys are ready? Tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Thank you. We'll see then. Hello, bye.